nothing ever happens. The government is open again. All because of a pro-Israel Democrat. See, the right is incompetent, but the left are weak. See, this is the state of American politics. When you realize that no matter which side you pick, you're going to get fucked. And you see the alternatives are so incompetent as well that they always get bent over. We see this with the far right, with the GOP. They're losing, of course, because they always lose, because that's how the dissident right is. They're losers, and they have no principles. They have a Mexican catboy, a closeted homosexual, in their leadership. So, Chuck Schumer was the one leading the government being reopened. By the way, all of them are pro-AIPAC, pro-Israel. So, what did you expect? What did you expect? So, what does this mean? Well, people who have the ACA, Affordable Care Act, or Obamacare, it's going away. You say, well, how about the House? Well, that's, the conservatives won't do that. Now, this means healthcare is going to be double, triple, or even quadruple. It's going to go up to 2 to 4 times up with the premium. So if you have insurance, you may have to question, maybe I should not have insurance because I don't want to be in debt, or, I want to be able to pay rent or buy food. Where other countries, they have simple healthcare programs to where, I can understand the criticisms of free healthcare, but the problem is ours is not good. It's a mixed model. It's either you have partial or none or whatever. Our healthcare system is so bad that when that CEO got shot, everyone cheered. I seen left and right celebrated when that CEO got shot by Luigi Mangione. People are fed up. People are fed up. And the closest thing that the Democrats had for a W, the reason why they even had a blue wave, and they fumbled it. They sorry, I'm still sick. They fumbled it so bad that they're going to make themselves look like the ones who failed. To where any of that midterm blue wave is gone. It's gone. People will just vote red just to spite you or not vote at all. The reason why, one, is because Kamala Harris is a woman, and, women shouldn't be in that position of power. And you see, so many far left people didn't vote at all. They voted for Joe Biden. Joe Biden won because he was moderate, but he wasn't like fucking pandering. And now the moderates have pandered to the right. When the government was shut down, it was because of Trump. Because one thing people don't understand, part of the reason why the government's been shut down for so long, not just because of the health care, not just because of that. There was, I think, Arizona, I think it's a senator or whatever, that she is like the one vote to force the Epstein files to be released. So they better, go for that. But I guarantee the Democrat Party doesn't want to do that. They refuse to fucking, it's funny because they talked about the Epstein files for a decent amount of time, and then they stopped talking about it to where they don't even care. Well, then you're going to keep losing. You won that blue wave. It's because our, the government's doing shit, the economy's doing shit, and the far right and the GOP are infighting, so people are just fed up with them. But instead of having balls, you can say, well, what if the flight, air traffic controllers, people who work in government can't get food and all that? Well, the thing is, everyone else is going to suffer now. 20 million Americans won't be able to afford health care. They're going to stop using health care. Any insurance they have, they're going to say, I'm not paying for that. If I'm sick, I'm sick. I can't do anything about it. This is ridiculous. So, what I say to Democrats, you fell for it again. Same thing with the Republicans. One upside with the left, they're more willing to abandon Israel more than the right. That's just a fact. No matter how much the dissident right say, we're going to take over the GOP. No, you won't. The fact is, the right is always going to be pro-Israel. You're talking about the ones that win. They're going to always be pro-Israel. They're never going to actually get ahead because they always capitulate with the dissident right, and they never talk about it. With the left, they capitulate with this, but you're going to see the left take it out on the Israeli pro-Israel right. Not pro-Israel right, but the pro-Israel left. So, what is going to happen? I don't know. I just don't know. This is something that, nothing ever happens. People hate me, someone like me to say that, but it's true. But this is just a fact. Nothing ever happens. We could have kept going until January and made the Republicans look bad more, but the Democrats were so afraid of Israel that they pandered to Trump. Now, the one senator, I think it's senator, I'm not sure, the person in Arizona, some woman, can pass the thing to release the Epstein files. That's like the biggest thing they had outside of what you've seen with the government shutdown. So they better use that. If not, you're going to keep losing. That's a fact. So I don't know. We're fucked. You have the conservative party that is just giving more money to Israel and Argentina. You have, I seen like the video of Trump being booed en masse in Boston. He said it was a left-leaning area. No, that's a lot of people just for Boston. So that tells you how much he's hated. People are tired of Israel. All the people who voted to reopen the government are pro-Israel, by the way. So I don't know. Nothing ever happens. I don't know. It's pathetic. The left has completely caved. Trump got booed. At least the government's open so we can get the Epstein files, maybe. Which I guarantee they won't allow her to be in, but they need to get her in. Expose Trump for being a pedophile, but they're too afraid to do that because they're afraid of mainstream Democrats getting involved with it. So, yeah, we're fucked. We're fucked.